Hey folks, Pastor Jay here from Know the Truth. Every marriage ever has been ruined by pornography. While heartbreaking for the spouses and children, it is no surprise that lust is wreaking havoc on marriages and families. The number of men who admit to lusting after a woman via pornography is between 100 and 104%, and it's likely that the actual numbers are even higher than that.
Masturbation breeds a certain lack of empathy for others. It breeds a self-centeredness. It breeds character defects. And the younger person starts, the more likely they are to have these defects of character.
Now I know that I and the rest of my flock are immune from this filthy world of gangbangs and incest roleplay. But Pastor Jay, what about all of the other Christians, you ask? Well, ideally they'd be immune to this vice, but the reality is they too are viewing pornography and masturbating in high numbers. Recently at a Christians men group that I'm in, a pastor on the video that we're going through briefly mentioned lust and pornography. An uncomfortable stillness descended upon us room full of men. Again, not me, as I'm immune from this lifestyle of squirting and finger blasting. After the video was done, each table had discussion questions to go over the video that we were watching. Yet at my table and most others, the topic of bukkake and menage a trois was avoided, and tangential subjects were instead focused on. The shame runs deep, folks. I get it. I've even been there myself, addicted to lust and looking at pornography every single day. It even got to the point where I worked in an adult call center and moonlighted as a cam boy in order to support my pornography addiction. See, we don't want to talk about it, yet it's an entire donkey show in the room. A widely known secret, if you will, that we studiously don't want to discuss. In John's Gospel, after speaking with Nicodemus and declaring that God so loved the world, Jesus said,
"I will find you, and I will kill you. You and everyone you know will be dead. You're all going to die."
Pornography and lust are evil, folks. The Bible clearly states that in the verse I just read to you, as long as you all interpret it the way I want you to interpret it. Thanks to evolution and its host of followers, men have learned to use women for their own sexual gratification, essentially committing adultery and a bit of idolatry. My church teaches us the opposite. People are meant to be platonically loved, and sex and sexuality are never allowed. No excuses! We must expose facials and POVs for what they are and shine the light of the truth of Jesus on them for every man to see. Don't let cum shots and cream pies hide in plain sight and gain power from the secrecy surrounding them. Victory is possible. I have been able to conquer this vice and grow in the virtue of purity. And yes, I do brag about that. I broke the chains of hentai and MILF porn all by myself, unlike the girls in those bondage videos. God didn't help me one bit. I did not need him. Plus, he wasn't answering my prayers. And nor was he there to stop me every time I looked up Arab porn. Clearly, even God is scared of pornography. I guess that means you're all on your own as well. So, unless you're mentally as tough as me, which clearly most of you aren't, this video was all for nothing.
Some of you may be wondering whether or not it's actually possible for a person to become addicted to pornography, since it doesn't seem to be drug-related.
Professor Harper, does it have an escalating effect like the drug addictions?
It really does, Brad.
You said they suffer great losses. What were you referring to?
If you feel the temptation is getting the upper hand, get some support from someone you trust. And I just want all you guys to know, I'm available for you anytime you might need me.
Thanks for watching.